Here are some of the tasks I like to try to do weekly in my garden. As my cucumbers grow up my trellis, I go to the base of the plant and cut back as much of the yellowing leaves as possible. One example would be here, any leaves that look like this, I go through and either pull them out or cut them off. Working at the base of any plant that trellises and getting rid of any leaves that are diseased, yellowing, or just overwatered or crumbly or brown is going to help keep disease away from your plants. It's also going to help with airflow and circulation, which is really important when you have a vining plant. Also, when you're looking at the base of your plant and cleaning it out, it's just keeping you familiar with your plant, what's going on at the base. You're seeing if there's any disease or critters that are happening down there that you need to get rid of. I tend to try to do this 2 to 3 times a week, especially after it rains. I like to go into the base of my plant and find leaves that look like these and just take them out. What's worked best for me with my trellises is just prune away. I also will check my tomato plants, which this one's a good example. You're gonna see I have a ton of leaves that are looking yellowing and diseased. So I go through and prune anything that looks like that off of my tomato plant as well. I try to do this weekly, if not every other day, but I prune everything off the bottom of the plant and let it have its energy up towards the top. Anything that's diseased like this or yellowing or whatever that's staying on your plant, the plant is giving it energy. So you wanna get rid of that for airflow, but also so the plant can focus on making beautiful tomatoes. The other thing I recommend doing weekly, which obviously I've been really bad at, is pest control. So you're gonna see I have so many beetles. They have just decimated my grapes. This year has been a really bad year for bugs. I've never had squash bugs, cucumber beetles, or Japanese beetles, or whatever these are called, and they are just everywhere. I've seen a few things recommended for Japanese beetles because I think these are Japanese beetles. I could be wrong. So some people say just to get a container with soapy water and put the beetles in there. They won't come out with the soap. I've also seen Japanese beetle traps. I've never tried those before. I'm sure there's other ways to get rid of specifically these beetles. But overall, just make sure you're doing pest control when you're going through your garden kind of weekly and taking inventory. Look underneath leaves, behind leaves, see what is living where and if they're laying any eggs. If you're someone like me and you want to start a garden and you are still working your job and you still have life to do, make sure you consider when you're planning it how much care you're going to need to put into the plants that you have, and then also how much time you're going to allocate to your garden so you don't overwhelm yourself with too many plants in your season. For those who have added a summer garden to your to-do list, I hope this helps.